I never gave much thought to food delivery. It was just one of those conveniences that made life a little easier, especially after a long week. That Friday night, like so many others, I was exhausted laying on the couch, scrolling through my phone, and debating whether to cook or order in. I finally gave in and tapped my usual order. Nothing special, just a quick dinner to end the day, but I never would have expected the nightmare that was about to unfold. A few minutes went by and my phone pinged. "Dave is on his way with your order," and 40-ish minutes later, a soft knock at the door signaled his arrival. I opened it to find an average-looking guy with dark hair and a polite smile. He seemed unremarkable, normal, just how you'd expect a delivery driver to look like.
Here you go.
He said, handing over the bag. Our fingers brushed for a moment longer than necessary, and he looked at me, just a bit too intently. I chalked it up to my imagination and muttered a quick thanks before shutting the door. The next morning, however, something happened that seemed strange to me. I noticed a new follower on my Instagram. It was the delivery guy, Dave. His profile pic was unmistakable. I felt uneasy. Did he seriously go out of his way to track me down online? But I told myself it was nothing. Maybe he just recognized my name from the order, and I shrugged it off and went about my day. But then things got a lot weirder. A friend request from him popped up on Facebook, followed by a connection request on LinkedIn. My discomfort grew. How did he find me so easily? But then a chill ran down my spine when I realized that this wasn't just a coincidence. He was clearly making a concerted effort to find and connect with me. Things escalated quickly after that. I started noticing a car parked in front of the building, the same one every time. It was there when I left for work in the morning and again when I came home at night. One evening, I glanced out my window and saw him sitting in the driver's seat, staring up at my building. Texts from an unfamiliar number soon flooded my phone. "Why aren't you answering?" they demanded. "I know you're home. I can see your light on." I tried to convince myself that I was overreacting, but it was impossible to ignore the feeling of being watched. At the grocery store, I'd catch a glimpse of him out of the corner of my eye. At the gym, his car would be parked outside, like he was waiting for me. Even after I changed my routines and varied my schedule, he always seemed to know where I was. I went and reported the harassment to the police, but they said their hands were tied without more concrete evidence, and my friends thought I was being paranoid and overreacting, but that feeling of being watched, of someone constantly staring at me, it was overwhelming. 2 nights ago, it all came to a head. I heard some noises, footsteps just outside my apartment. Someone was walking back and forth right in front of my door, and my heart nearly stopped when a new message appeared on my phone. "I'm here. Let me in. You know we belong together." I have barely left my apartment since that night. This has never happened to me before. I'm really scared and I don't know what to do. But I know one thing for sure. I will never order food delivery ever again.